Welcome to Big Ben Sammy TV. Ben coming at you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking your time to check out the video. I know your time is very valuable, so thanks for taking your time to check out my story about my natural childbirth that I had with my wife and the Bradley method. About 2 years ago, we decided to really start looking into having a baby naturally. And what I discovered is that having your baby naturally is such a benefit to your baby. There's so many benefits for a woman having her baby naturally. And our society has gotten away from natural childbirth. Childbirth has become a sickness that society tells a woman she can't do without drugs, and that to me is a lie. They've taken the power away from a woman, something that has been given to her, the ability to have the baby naturally, drug-free, without interventions. And they've made her believe that she cannot do it. And you can do it. So I presented it to my wife and I said, look at how many benefits this will have for our baby. And my baby, he is the most important person, the most important thing in my life. So I decided to put every effort into it and do everything I could to support my wife so that we could have our baby naturally. And we found a video at the library called "The Business of Being Born." Ricky Lake put this together. It was awesome, and it confirmed my suspicions that hospitals today, they've turned having a baby into a sickness, and they require all these drugs and intervention, and that's not the case. Money has got involved now. Hospitals become factories. They become corporations. They have to have a bottom line now, and they have to have efficiency. So they're trying to get you through there as fast as they can, would make as much money as they can, which then you have to realize they're not always going to have your baby's best interest in mind, okay? So you have to do your research, you have to find your choices, and you have to do everything in your power if you want to have your baby naturally. So that was what we started to figure out and find out. So what I did is I found an alternative birthing center. We went to midwives. We found out people who will support us in our decision to have our baby naturally. The more I talked to other women, the more I found out they wanted to have babies naturally, they told me, but when they got to the hospital, complications, complications, complications. And I started to find a pattern, and I asked myself, why are all these women having so many complications? I know there are complications in childbirth, but why so many now? What's going on? So the more I discovered, the more I found out that if you are not prepared to have your baby naturally, it's not going to happen. The odds of you having it go so far down. Just like if you want to run a marathon, are you going to show up that day and just think you're going to do well and be successful? No, you have to get prepared. You have to train for a long time. It's not a coincidence that God gives you 9 months to prepare for that birth, and you need to prepare. So taking a Bradley class, I looked up different classes. I wanted to, not only have the birthing center and the midwives, I wanted to give my wife every opportunity. We were checking Lamaze, different things. Bradley method, what that does for you. I looked online, couldn't find a lot. That's why I want to share with you. Number one, they teach you how to eat well. You need to eat well to be successful. Just like when you need to train for a marathon, having a baby is like a marathon, I'll tell you. And our goal was to have the baby naturally. Once I presented to my wife, we started looking into it. She got open-minded. At first she didn't even think about it, having a baby naturally, because our society has set up most women to automatically think they need an epidural, but they don't. They don't really need it. I mean, it is there as an option, but you don't need it. You can do it. You can have a baby naturally if you want to, but you do need to get ready. So we found that out. You need to eat well. They teach you about what all those drugs will do to your baby, all those interventions. They teach you about how to prepare for when you get into labor. They take you step by step what you're going to prepare for. They prepare you mentally for what's going to happen. They prepare you. It prepares you physically. You need to get ready physically. You are going to be in a battle for about, from anywhere from 12 to 36 hours. Who knows? So it teaches you exercises that you're going to do to strengthen muscles that you need to strengthen. They teach you different positions that you can stretch in, that you can kind of rock in and do what you need to do. And they help the women, they empower her with tools so she feels like she'll feel more confident to be able to be successful in having her baby naturally. So the Bradley method, Dr. Bradley, he started to encourage women and re-empowering women to be able to feel like they can have babies naturally. And not only that, bringing the husband back in. So you ask me, why am I making this video? Because with this class I discovered the husband is crucial in having a baby naturally. He is not to be sitting in the waiting room, and he's not waiting till the baby's born to be a father. He's right there the whole way through, coaching his wife, supporting his wife. That's what Dr. Bradley thought was so crucial, a husband. And one of the books you'll read in the Bradley class is Husband Coached Childbirth. Husbands, you become a coach, and that's cool to me because as a guy, you know, we're good at being coaches. So you will be your wife's coach. You'll help her get through. You're very crucial. You need to be involved. So you guys both need to work as a team and to get through this. So when the day finally came, my wife was in labor. We knew what to expect. We were going through it. My wife wasn't screaming, nothing like that on TV. She was getting through. She was prepared. It was painful, of course, and you'll learn all that. But she was getting through it. She did so well. I was so proud of her. We had a doula come in. You can look up more what a doula is. Just someone who can come in and help, give her massages, kind of be a support. A womanly support can help her in ways I can't help her. And that was so important to have that. She did a great job for us in supporting us. And she helped us know when to go to the hospital, not to go too early. So we went to the hospital. You know, we just had an amazing experience, and there's always little obstacles and little things. You never know for sure if your goal is not going to be successful, but we got to the end. My wife did it. She had the baby naturally, and I was so happy when my baby was born. They laid our baby on her chest, and my wife was just so happy. And she looked at him, and she looked at everyone and said, when that baby was coming out, the last minute, she said, I didn't think I would want to have any more babies. But now, once she was looking in his eyes, she said she was thinking about already having more babies. That was so cool, and I was so happy. So you can do it. If you want to look into these things, women, if you want to go that route, I'm not saying that that's the right or wrong way. I'm just saying what I wanted for my baby and what my goal was and how we achieved it, what we needed to go through. And I want to encourage people, no, there are options. There are still options. And a woman, if she wants to do it, she can do it. You just need to get trained and prepared. So hope that was helpful. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks a lot.